You know, aside from random fun insurrectionist bullshit. I'm two-fisted it. 2 drinks for the price of, well, I guess 1. Well, none. No, I paid for them the first time, so for the price of 1. There you go. Good talk.
Just you and me here for the time being.
Fair enough. Excuse me. It's the tuning song. That's better. It's never easy, is it? That's a little bit better. As long as I can remember, I haven't looked for you. I haven't looked for you all my days. As long as I can remember, I haven't looked for you. And all this while you were waiting along the way. So let this be a testimony of how far I would go to bring you home. And let each day be our victory and the sweetest child that we've ever known. Hasta l'ansia, Majalsta, Majalsta, sta ansia su noi. Quédate, por favor, quédate conmigo. Times have changed, but there's a light ahead. There's a light ahead shining down on you. As long as I can remember, I'd have waited for this. I'd have waited for this, and I would wait for you. So let this be a testimony of how far I would go to bring you home. Let each day be our victory, the sweetest child that we've ever known. Quédate, por favor, quédate conmigo. Hasta l'ansia, pожалуйста, sta su noi. Quédate, por favor, quédate conmigo. Hasta l'ansia, pожалуйста, sta ansia su noi. I can't remember the last time I did that either.
Very nice. Jacob Paris and Linda Woods says hello and good evening, respectively.
Hello and good evening, respectively. Jacob, that is actually, if you will recall, the very song written and performed at your brother's wedding. There we go. Let's see. I feel like doing I Am the Fire. So I'm going to.
Jacob says it sounded very familiar, but it has been a while.
I'm the fire that you can't fly too close to. I'm the light that burns you in the night. Whatever else I say to you is untrue. Oh, I hypnotize and you forget to fight. Yeah. I'm the fire that you can't fly too close to. becoming what I thought I'd lay to rest. A desperate, wretched hunger where my smile ends. Oh, a desperate, wretched burning in my chest. No one hears the thoughts inside my mind. So what I show is what is real. And all that matters is the tick of time, waiting for the next life that I steal. I am the fire. Oh, I'm the fire that you can't fly too close to. My voice, the gravity that draws you in. Truth is a wish for words for me to drown in. Oh, and in its wake reveals my every sin. No one hears the thoughts inside my mind. So what I show is what is real. And all that mattered was the tick of time, waiting for the next life that I steal. I am the fire. And I am the fire. Can't fly too close to, becoming what I thought I'd lay to rest. A desperate, wretched hunger where my smile ends. Oh, a desperate, wretched burning in my chest. I am the fire. Well, I am the fire. So, things are ticking along with the animated series for Scions. I am hoping to see the next episode out at the very beginning of February, which is super exciting. We're rounding toward the finish line on that. I believe there are 3 more episodes to go, and then the initial animated series is finished, which is exciting. We will see how things shake out. I am currently having some conversations with some folks, which may ultimately turn into an extra business partner or two, which is excellent because that will ultimately, likely at least, mean capital infusions for silly things like audiobooks for drums. Because we've talked about this before, it's absurdly expensive to get the audiobook recorded the right way. And I've lost way too much vision to be able to just narrate it myself, although I'm working on some tools to see if that will get sorted too. But they're kind of a crapshoot. We'll see how that shakes out. Beyond that, the Cycle of Bones soundtrack is in process. I am hoping to be finished with all principal recording by the very end of January, beginning of February, which hopefully will mean a March release. It should. If I'm on time, we're good. It shouldn't take more than a couple weeks to do final mixing. I'm pretty fast when it comes to mixing. And I tend to mix as I go, and then I'll just hand it off to Hybrid and to Alex Jordan. And the two of them will give a final pass on it for mixing and mastering, and then at least the first volume of that soundtrack will be out and released. I've grabbed an excellent male vocalist and female vocalist, maybe the female. I'm waiting on negotiation with that still, but the male vocalist is an awesome, awesome Polish actor and musical theater guy by the name of Jarko Borbek. He's amazing. I'm looking forward to getting his principal recording back this week for Odeklashu, for Forest's Breath, which will be great because we'll have it in the original Polish and we'll have it in English, which is super exciting. And then I'll handle final production on that, and that'll be done. And we'll see what happens with the female vocalist as well. And there are a few other surprises I'm looking to bring on board with that. And then right behind that, I'm also in the, because, you know, I don't have enough going on, right? I'm also in the background working on the next, it's either going to be an EP or a full length. I'm not sure which yet. just straight up blind indie rock. So there should be 2 discs this year, which is exciting. I suspect with the Cycle of Bones series soundtrack for the books, it's probably going to wind up being multiple volumes. When all is said and done, I'll probably do 1 every other book, just to kind of catch up on things. But we'll see. I don't want to be extra spoilery and grandiose and be like, here's 35 songs that you don't have any reference for yet because we're only in the 2nd book of the series. It just seems a bit silly. But yeah, so that's where that all stands, and that's fairly exciting. I will have a little more information on some of that, hopefully this upcoming weekend, so for next week's stream. But that's where that stands. In the meantime, I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but I can tell you here in the UK, it is beautiful, mid to upper 30s by day, and very lower 30s, upper 20s by night, which is awesome. And that's kind of where things stand with all of that. So there is all the news that's good in the hood. Oh, I apologize. There is one more thing. We are in the process of doing final redesigns on the newsletter. So for those of you who are signed up for that, that's ticking along. And we're going to ramp that back a little bit. There was no reason to do it as often as we did. And I kind of felt like it was turning into something a little too spammy. As did my folks, even Canute. And I had that conversation a handful of times too. It's gotten too spammy. So rather than turn it into an every week, multiple times, 7, 8 different newsletters every month, it's going to be 1, maybe 2 a month, and that's it, barring something insane going on. The hardcover is officially out for those who haven't seen it, 4 drums, which is awesome. I am going to do, I think, 1 more editorial pass. I may even, just for funsies, expand Dawn of Unions out into a full-length novel, just for the fun of it. We'll see. I've been toying with that idea because I love the novella as a format, but I really kind of like the idea of getting to finally put in the detail and the nuance that I deliberately shied away from when I first released Dawn, because no one knew who the hell I was as an author, so it didn't make any sense whatsoever to sort of push in that direction. Hey, here's 7 million pages. I know you don't know who I am, but love me. No one cares. No one cares. At this point, though, I kind of feel like it might be worth going back in and kind of doing a bit of a retreatment on that and adding in some more of that background and useful interaction and nuance that was missing before. But we'll see. So that's where we are.
Jacob asked about the newsletter link. I don't think we have a more effective way than the website sign up, correct?
Best way is the website, although I think you can right-click on that and take it from there. Also, what am I saying? We have it right here on the Facebook page, too. So it should be facebook.com/JPCorwinOfficial. There should be a link there to sign up for that as well. It should be both there and on the official jpcorwin.net site. By the way, Jacob, did you finish the book? I think we'll do 2 more and then call it a night. Yeah, assuming there isn't a sudden giant rush for the door.
Sounds good.
This is a song I almost never get to do unless I happen to be at the tail end of a night and people are in the I've had my cups and I want that sad song that you do. So I'm going to break down and do When because I never get to. All right. When did you stop missing me? Was it when I told you that I'd finally made my choice? And when did you give up on me? Was it after or before I found my voice? I stand alone, searching for your shore, and the days roll by, thinking all the while I needed something more. When did everything cave in? Was it when I finally showed my demon skin? And when did you start hating me? Was it after or before your feet led you somewhere you could not see? And when did your smile fall from grace? Did you suffer? Did you murder more than you had ever guessed? And when did my light leave your face? Was it when you laid your second child to rest? I stood alone, searching for your shore. I remember clearly you stood on it. I felt you leave, I heard you slam the door. I felt you leave, and I heard you slam the door. When did you stop missing me? 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 I never get to play that song.
I don't think I've ever actually heard you sing that song before.
That was the final track on In Plain Sight, the first full length.
We've gone through that album a couple of times. Linda Wood says goodnight.
Night, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I think we'll do one more, and I think I'm gonna do something from the soundtrack because I feel like it. So, no surprise to anybody. Of course, the songs in the books are songs. Anyone who's met me or heard my stuff kind of saw that coming from about a zillion miles away. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do The Eyes of Night, which comes directly from the very first thing that you read in Dawn of Unions, because I kind of feel like it. So I think we'll do that, and then we will sign off and call it a night. A golden hour beneath the sun, a final foe, the battle won, when every surface gleamed with light, we stood in triumph then. But now as twilight calls the moon and tries to sing an ender's tune, surrounded by the eyes of night, come stand with me again. For if this is our final hour, then let us greet the coach devour, surrounded by the eyes of night, come stand with me again. With sword in hand and spear behind, come stand with me again. Just like that. All right, thanks very much, and we will do this again next week. Thanks for all the electricity.